5 scary ghost videos that no one can explain. Lost at sea. The RMS Queen Mary is a retired British ocean liner that sailed primarily on the North Atlantic Ocean from 1936 to 1967. However, by the mid-1960s, the Queen Mary was aging and was operating at a loss. After several years of decreased profits, the Queen Mary was officially retired from service in the late 1960s. Since then, it has been docked in Long Beach, California, where she remains permanently moored. The ship serves as a tourist attraction featuring restaurants, a museum, and a hotel. Following the Queen Mary's permanent docking in California, claims were made that the ship was haunted. More specifically, the pool area is thought to be haunted by at least one young woman. In the winter of 2008, the American Paranormal Research Association, or APRA, conducted an investigation of the RMS Queen Mary's first-class pool. The very short clip you're about to see was collected during an EMF sweep of the changing rooms or changing stalls. The only people present at the time were the 2 APRA members and 1 security guard. The short clip shows what the paranormal team and their viewers think quite possibly could be the apparition of a woman standing behind one of the changing room doors. The paranormal research team state that the figure was not seen by the investigator operating the camera. She was busy conducting an EMF sweep at the time, which is ultimately the reason for the bad camera work. The creepy looking woman appears to be staring right into the camera. Rumor has it there were a few murders on the ship, and some people think that this could possibly be one of the spirits that has occupied the pool area for years now. But who knows? You be the judge. Shadow people. The following video is from someone we've seen a lot of lately, but don't worry, what I'm about to show you has not been seen before. I didn't expect to feature him again so soon, but I came across something you might just want to see. Kent from Ghosts of Carmel, Maine has for years now documented the weird things happening in and around his house. In past videos I've gone through what he's managed to capture on camera, including EVPs, shadow people, and things moving, supposedly on their own. This video is very similar. If for some reason you haven't seen any of my previous videos with him, Kent lives in what he calls the Lamb House, a house that is thought to be haunted by many different supposed ghosts. Kent's latest video is titled Living in the Lamb House, and is, well, exactly what you'd think it's about. Kent describes exactly what it's like to live in a home that is occupied by many different so-called lost souls. The first part isn't exactly proof of the paranormal, but is rather creepy.
There's been times that nobody's been in the house, and I will mop the floor in the kitchen here. And when I mop the floor in the kitchen, I couldn't tell you how many different times that I turn around and look at the floor from the dining room area, and I pay attention to it because I've seen this happen before. And I took a picture of this, so I'll show you guys it, but I can't prove to you it's paranormal related. I haven't captured it on video. But after mopping the floor, and nobody's in the house, and I'd look from the dining room area, and in the kitchen area between the kitchen table and the microwave, footprints sometimes show up on the floor. They're not my footprints. I always wear house shoes in the house, but it looks like feet that belong to maybe a female.
Now, footsteps on a wet floor isn't exactly evidence of anything really, but it adds to the weirdness that is Kent's house. One night, Kent was walking through his home, camera in hand, after hearing what he thought were disembodied voices.
I heard that. Did you say something? Came in this corner here. Hello?
Now, Kent believes that this could possibly be an apparition of sorts peeking out from the stairwell. It's a little hard to make out, but it kinda does look like a face of sorts on a really short person. But of course, this could just be nothing more than noise on a camera. However, this next clip I'm about to show you is ultimately the reason why I wanted to feature this video. Check this out.
One night, while sleeping, there was a loud bang in the bedroom that woke me up. I started hearing faint voices, so I picked up my cell phone camera and started recording. And I could hear the faint voices. But then what happened, which is not the first time this has happened, and it won't be the last time, this is when, living in this house, when these encounters just come out of nowhere, and they can scare the living crap out of you. Son of a... What the hell are you? Honey, what the hell are you? I did not go back to sleep that night.
A shadow man or figure appears right in front of Kent's TV, hovers for a second or two before darting straight down towards the floor. I don't know if you caught it, but you can clearly hear the fear in Kent's voice when he asks, "What are you?" And I don't blame him one bit, this would scare the shit out of me. The shadow figure seems to be totally aware of both Kent and his wife while they lie there in bed. It almost appears as if they could have been watching them sleep, but who knows, perhaps this is nothing more than some great editing on Kent's behalf, but somehow I don't think it is. If this isn't real, I don't know what is. If you've got a spare hour or so, I suggest watching the full video on his channel, Ghosts of Carmel, Maine. Unknown Flatmate. These next few videos come to us from a young woman named Steph who, at the time of recording, lived in New York. In 2011, she recorded 4 videos, and 4 videos only, all of which were to do with her house and more specifically her basement. The first one of which was recorded at 1 AM in the morning when she was simply trying to explain that she thought her house was very creepy and possibly haunted. Even in this first video, she had trouble recording it as not only Steph but her friend both swear they saw a figure standing in one of the doorways. However, because it's 2011 and she was recording on her computer, she was unable to pick it up and turn it towards the door. Fast forward a couple of days later and Steph randomly finds her dog, Bella, in the basement outside a closet door. Intrigued by this, she got out her now potato quality camera phone and recorded this.
So normally when I come home from work, my dog Bella will come running to the door to greet me or whatever, and I just came home and she didn't do that, and it ends up she's down here in the basement just obsessing over this closet door. She's never done this before. It looks as if she's waiting for it to open, or she thinks there's someone behind it, where it's like she acts like she's acting how she does when she wants to get into one of the rooms upstairs. But she hasn't acknowledged me at all since I came home, which is very weird. Bella! She's not even answering to her name. I'm just gonna open it. If I go pull it. See, baby? There's nothing there. There's nothing there. There's nothing in there, crazy lady. Well, it's dark, but as you could probably see, there's no one in the closet, thank God. See, baby? There's nothing there, lady. Nothing, okay? Oh, she's back to sniffing it again. It's fucking freaking me out. Come on.
Really weirded out by this, Steph tries to forget about the odd experience and continued on with her life. A week or two pass by and her and her friend Reese are suddenly creeped out by this. If all of this wasn't creepy enough, there was one moment that really scared a lot of her viewers she had all those years ago. Steph and her friend were jamming out in the basement, recording a video for their flatmate when they unknowingly caught something very creepy.
Are you videotaping?
Yeah, it's for Stan.
I did. I won't break them.
Michelle's getting like really good at the drums. So you might have some competition when you get back. We love you.
As Steph is recording her friend drumming, she unknowingly captures what looks to be an elderly woman peering out from the darkness of the closet. The short, somewhat creepy looking woman or person looks to be wearing a white nightgown or something quite similar as they stare at the girls. The two girls were the only ones at the house that night. Steph states in the description of the original video that she didn't notice the supposed apparition or ghost until days later when she uploaded the clip to her computer. Perhaps this is the same figure that Steph and her friend swear they saw in the very first video she uploaded. Remember, this all happened in 2011 when faking videos for views wasn't anywhere near as popular as it is today. But who knows? In the shadows. Hasan Barber is a man who I've featured here a couple of times before. The Jordanian man appears to go out exploring every 2 or 3 days, venturing out into some of the most rundown, abandoned and haunted looking buildings. Once again, this video is no different. Hasan Barber appears to be exploring a building that was at one point an office of sorts. And it's not too long before he unknowingly captures something or someone peeking out from around a corner.
طبعا الاخوان كل واحد بلاحظ اشي كبتروا لي عليه لانه المكان كبير وما راح الحق انا ونشوف شو بده يصير معنا. بسم الله الرحمن.
Hasan Barber misses what many of his commenters think could be something paranormal ducking back in behind a wall as he turns around. He continues walking up to where he unknowingly captured this thing, but there was nothing there. 20 minutes or so later and Hasan Barber is still exploring the building when he finds a large wall that is lined with what looks to be a large floor-to-ceiling mirror. He points both his camera and his flashlight in that direction and once again records something that, at the time, he misses once again.
اخوان في خيال اسود هون ولا ايش؟ ولا هون مش عارف وين. اخوان كان في اشي وراي. حاسس في اشي مش عارف. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء في الارض ولا في السماء وهو السميع.
Holding up his camera and flashlight, he doesn't notice the shadow that appears to form out of nowhere and walk out of frame. Hasan says he was alone the entire night while he was exploring the building. Could this possibly be something paranormal? By the title of it, Hasan Barber seems to think it's some sort of genie that formed behind him. But who knows? What would you think if you were in his shoes? Hasan Barber not only has a YouTube channel but a Snapchat as well. You can check out both of those in the description below. Alone After Hours. This next clip comes to us from a YouTube channel named Laskans and has been featured on a few paranormal type channels in the last few months. However, this particular video creeped me out so much I had to feature it as well. For those who haven't seen it, the 3-minute clip in question shows a man recording himself in portrait mode on his phone as he walks around his studio late at night. The unknown man started videoing after he got the fright of his life. He explains to the camera that he was in the studio restroom doing his business when he felt what he thought could have been someone touching him on the shoulder.
So it's about 2 o'clock in the morning. I've been working in the studio, and the last couple of nights I've been hearing really creepy sounds. I've been hearing footsteps and like seeing things out of the corner of my eye. Now this is a really big old building, and so that's got me a little bit freaked out. But the top of it was just a few minutes ago, I was going to the bathroom and I was standing in the stall, and I swear someone grabbed the back of my shoulder while I was standing there, and I freaked out. So if something happens, I want to have it on video.
After explaining what just transpired, he takes a quick look into a storage room or two, but he doesn't see anything out of the ordinary. He continues on and looks through both the men's and women's restrooms where he thought he felt something touch him just minutes earlier.
So this is where I was. I was standing right there. The lights aren't working in the bathrooms, of course. Hello? Hello? Shit.
Our unknown recorder searches both bathrooms and comes up with nothing but a jump scare after one of the cubicle doors closes by itself, giving him a fright. He then decides at that point to probably call it a night, but as he does, he unknowingly captures something very creepy on his phone.
Alright, I think I'm done. I think I've had about enough for today.
Most people who view this video seem to miss the exact reason why this video made the rounds. You see, if you didn't already know, as the man is leaving the woman's restroom, he captures what many people think could be the face of an apparition staring at him from around the corner. If we slow down the video and look closely, there appears to be a face of what looks to be a woman or even child looking directly at the camera as he walks past. It even appears to have glowing eyes and a short haircut. By the looks of how the stairs are, this person would probably have to be 12 to 15 to 20 feet tall as it's peeking out from around the corner from the bottom of the stairwell. My opinion of this is, if the guy did fake this video, he's done a great job, but if it's real, my god is this creepy.